Good morning, everyone. Hudson is my sleeping helper this morning. The sun is just coming up. Well, you got to see Hudson sleeping this morning. This is Lori Marie, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. It is not pajama day, but I am not dressed yet. So, bedhead, no lips, el natural. But I've been playing in the studio for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that, making a fun little book. You'll see it more in the video, of course. Gorgeous bead on the side. Anyway, one of my students, Chris, brought in a stack of scrapbooking paper. She's doing a purge. She's getting ready to move. Darn it. Anyway, she brought in a stack of scrapbooking paper. It is not my style, but I am not going to throw it away. So I made a 3-hole pamphlet booklet, little journal out of the papers. Turned out really cute. And hang on until the end of the video because there's a little surprise at the end of the video. So keep those comments coming. If you're commenting to me on Facebook, through the messenger or through email, I love that. I try to respond to all of them. But remember to make a comment on YouTube because that's where it counts as far as the money goes for YouTube. So comments, likes, dislikes, playlists. Seems like there's one other thing. Oh, and subscribers, of course. My subscribers is growing slowly on a daily basis, and I appreciate that. So, chatty Kathy this morning. See you on the table. You know it's dark o'clock here in Vallejo, California. Not too chilly out there, but just very dark. So we are just going to play today. I have an idea, so we'll see. We will see where that goes. So the supplies that you're going to need this morning is you are going to need a paper punch of some sort, a hole punch of some sort. And I use my crocodile just because it's nice and easy. Some twine of some sort. This is just some stuff that I've had. We're going to use this. This is a bead that Rosanna sent me. I love it. And it kind of goes with the color theme. I have a little charm that I might use. I have a pen for marking things. I have my handy dandy ruler. And I have some scrapbooking paper. Now these were given to me. They're not quite my color scheme or my design, but I certainly am not going to throw them away. So these are from Chris. Chris is doing a purging right now, so she has some paper that she's giving to me and to my class to play with. So what we're going to do first is, and we're going to tear these pieces so we have a nice edge on them. Oh, and you're going to need your sewing machine. Very important element. I may have forgotten to mention that we're going to be sewing today. So yes, we are. All right, we are going to create pages that are 8 by 10, or pieces of paper that are 8 by 10. So I'm going to just mark this at 8 and 8. And I'm just going to tear that. Don't know how noisy this is going to be. We shall see. My lines are never straight, just so you know that. Are we close? We're close to straight. We are saving all scraps because we are going to use them. And this is how long? 12? So we're going to go in at the 10 and tear that. And we are creating our book like that. All right, so go through 6 to 8 pages. I think I'll do 8 today. Save all your scraps, very important. So go through all your scrapbooking paper and create 8 by 10. And I'll see you when I have 8 pages ripped. Okay, I have all my papers ripped. You know that I didn't measure every one. So I've got some that are bigger and some that are smaller. That's really quite fun. You're going to need a piece of paper from your scraps that is the same height as your pages, okay? And you're going to fold that in half. This is what you're going to use for your template to make the holes in your pages. We're going to create 3 pages or 3 holes in your pages. Okay? Let's work on that for a minute, shall we? All right, so let's see. This is 8 inches. So the middle would be the 4 inches. So I'm just going to make a mark right there at the 4 inches. And then halfway between that 4 and the 8, of course, is the 6. So we'll make a dot there. And then down here at the 2. All right, so this is going to be the template for our the holes that we're going to make in our pages. Now I'm just going to grab my crocodile on the largest hole. So that means I push the lever all the way back. And I just go in here and pop a hole at the middle and the next hole towards the end. And precisely measured as always. So you can see that there's 3 holes, and this is for our spine. Ooh, these are delicious. Let's save those to put those in a little bottle. That's a great idea. All right, let's go back to our pages, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold each one in half. And since they are so precisely torn, they will fold in half quite nicely. That's a tongue-in-cheek statement. Whew, I have to say that these papers are not me, but that's okay. We're not going to waste them and throw them away. So see which is the biggest page, and that will become your cover. All right, well that's not very fun. So we'll turn that the other way so that that's a little bit more fun. And that will become the cover of our little book. So far, so good. Look at that. Precise, very precise. Okay, so now what we're going to do is revisit our scraps and see what yummy scraps we have left. And we are going to use these to embellish our pages. So I'll take something like this, put that along there, and then I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and sew that on. All right, look at these big pieces. These are, oh, but not too big. Let me just tear that down a bit. Can't have a cut edge there, please. Oh, that's nice and straight too. This is a wonderful project for we perfectionists. All right, so I'm going to take this piece and I will sew this along this edge like this and create a pocket in the book. That'll be a good one for that page. Do we have one that's a little longer? We do. Okay, so what if we take this, and I'll remove that white edge. That's not okay. Let's do that. White edge, that's not okay. put that over in the scraps. All right, I'm going to take something like this and put it along the bottom and sew it here to create a pocket in that one. All these fun ideas, huh? So this is a shorter one. So this can be a side pocket. This can have a pocket on this side and a pocket on this side. Notice that straight edge. Love my perfectionism. And I'm just going to go through these scraps and create pockets and edges and things like that. These, now I can live with that. And I can live with that. But this, all right, I'm going to go turn on my sewing machine. If you have not sewn on paper, it is a blast. I do nothing special. I have a cheap Brother sewing machine. Paid probably $100 for it. Nothing special at all. I use a heavy duty needle and some thread. That's it. So I'm going to go sew. Okay, let's see what we've got. I still have some scraps left. I will not waste those, but I want to see our little booklet first before I add any more embellishments. So I haven't peeked yet, so they're in all kind of different directions here. So this has a pocket here. Oh, this one goes this way. That has a pocket. This has a pocket. Look, beautiful little scrap there. Let's tear that off. We will use that someplace else. This one has a double pocket like this. Beautiful scrap. Let's take that off. Waste nothing, right? This has pockets on the side. This has pockets on the side. And then this is the cover of the book, and this just has some trim at the bottom. So what we would do is alternate those so that they were not all pockets at the bottom and pockets at the sides. Let's fold this book and see what we have. Oh, a little extra there. Let's take that off. Let's fold it. So if we were to go from front to back, that just has the trim on it for now. This has a pocket here. Oh, nothing here. That won't do. Let's put this one here. So this has a little pocket on this side. Pocket here. Pocket here, pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. Oh, nothing here. We'll have to fix that. Pocket here, and this would be the center. And then same on this side. This one, this we'll have to fix because there's nothing on that page. Pockets. Pocket, 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 pocket. Ooh, nothing on this one. Have to fix that. And then our trim. So I will take these pieces and I will create something on those pages that have nothing of interest, because that won't do. So remember, we have these scraps to play with. So I'll take these back to the machine and I'll sew some embellishment on those empty pages. So I'm down to this amount of the scraps, and I will use, oh, I'm not going to use that one. I might use that side. Not very interesting. But I'm going to use every single scrap that I have in this book. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm going to the pages. So this one, I added this onto the front, and it's got some embellishment there and here. This one has something on, it has a pocket and then a little side embellishment. The embellishment comes over on this side. Same thing here, a little bit of embellishment there, and it has a pocket and a skinny pocket. Embellishment there. So we'll just note the pages that don't have anything. So this one doesn't have anything. So I would take a little something something and give it a little something something. Probably right like that. Let me go do that. Okay, I decided to sew it along the side, so there's actually a little pocket there. Let's tear that extra off there. Gives us another little scrap to play with. Lots of strings. We'll take those off. So we have embellishment on that page, pocket on this page. Nothing on this page. That won't do. So we'll do a little something like that. Okay, I just sewed a little bit of embellishment up at the top so it has something something. Alright, this page has plenty going on. This page has something going on, but not on this side. And then we're to the center. So, oh, we are running out of precious little scraps. I'm going to place that there. So when I sew, I do lock it. I go back and forth and then just forward and then back and forth so that it locks into place. I'm going to go sew this into place. I wonder how much we need left. We shall see. Alright, so this is the embellishment that I sewed on here. Now we're to the center. This has a pocket. This doesn't have anything. Let's go forward and see, because we've just got a couple little scraps left. All right, this is good. This is good. Not so good. This side not so good. Good. Not so good. Good. Ooh, really good. Not so good. Oh, I've got my hearts upside down. Oh, well, there you have it. Let's see, this one's fine, and then the back page. Okay, so the ones that need attention, this one needs attention, this one needs attention, and this one needs attention. So we have 3 pages that could use a little something something on this side. All right. So we have that plain paper. We could do that with that. We have this fun paper, maybe along the bottom here. And then this one needs something, so it'll get the leftover from here. Let's go ahead and tear that. Good job using our scraps today. Alright, so this gets this gets this, and this gets this. Alright, a little bit of sewing. We're nearly done with this part of it. Okay, let's walk through one last time. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Got desperate here, took 3 little scraps, sewed them down here for embellishment. Oh, this guy's upside down. So yes, 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 desperate pieces there. Here, yes, 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 and yes, yes. Okay, we've got embellishment on all pages. So what I'm going to do now with some sharp scissors is I'm just going to go through here and remove all of these strings. Now, if this were going to be my journal, I would leave the strings, but this paper is definitely not my style. So stay till the end of the video. There's a surprise at the end of the video, okay? I'll get you guys to watch all the way through if it kills me. Let me take the strings off. Alright, I have almost all of the strings removed. And I'm keeping the strings, of course, because if you've watched that video on how to make those beads, Rosanna sent me some beads. They were lovely. So I have duplicated them in my simple way. Not as gorgeous as hers, but they'll work. Anyway, I use strings like this. Oh, look at the golden light. The sun's coming out. So I'll keep my scissors close at hand because I probably missed some of the strings. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through all of them and make sure that they are folded, creased well. If you have a bone folder, you can certainly use that. While I have your attention, you know, I try to use everything so that there's not a bunch of waste. That's Hudson stretching in his basket. Creak, creak, creak. Get comfy, boy. I try to use everything, and for the year 2018, if you have read my blog, you know that Rob and I are doing a want versus need. So if we need it, then we can buy it in 2018. But if we just want it, then we are going to wait until 2019 and see if we still want it. So it's a very interesting exercise. My needs are different than his needs, of course. He's an artist as well. But his needs are different than mine as far as supplies and his furniture making and things like that. So if there's something that comes up that I'm confused, I can't tell if it's really a want or a need, then I discuss it with him, and then we decide together whether it is a want or a need. And, oh no, should we save that little scrap and sew it on? Just teasing. So it's been interesting to be that mindful of what my wants and needs are. So when Chris gave me all of these lovely scrapbooking paper, it's like, okay, what can I do with them? No, they're not my style, but that doesn't mean I can't have fun with them. All right, let's make sure that all the pages are right side up, starting right out of the gate wrong. Okay, there we go. Right side up. Are you guys tired of looking at this? Right side up. I can tell you I'm getting used to looking at these papers. Okay, looks like everybody's right side up. Wonderful. I'm going to grab a couple of clips to hold this in place while we make the holes. So I'll just put a clip here. And a clip down here, making sure the pages are where I want them. All right, remember that template that we made? Okay, let's put that in our book. And I'm going to go in with my pen, make a dot, and a dot. Oh, I won't be able to see that dot very well. And a dot. Now, I just want to make sure that they're on the fold. And I'm going to go in with my crocodile. The reason I like the crocodile is because it reaches so far. Go in this way. And I'm going to pop a hole and see where my crease is. This is always a jarring experience when I poke a hole for you. Sorry, try not to be too energetic around that. And then my last hole. Oh, come on. Feels like that's right. Okay, more yummy little dots to put in a little bottle. Believe it or not, Rob and I are minimalists. We do not have a lot of stuff. All right, now I'm going to grab my string or my twine or whatever you're going to use. You can use waxed linen. You can use embroidery floss. You can use hemp twine. I'm going to go twice the size of my book, twice and a bit. And I'm doubling this because I want a little heartier look. Okay, there we go. And you know what? I'm going to choose to grab a big needle. This is the size needle. I have two different sizes of needles. This will work for this project. But I use needles for my Coptic stitch binding, the book binding. I have a video on that as well. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous binding. All right, so I'm just going to make sure that that's doubled. Then I like the strings on the outside, so I'm going to go this way, up through the center of the book, back to the outside of the book. Now I have to decide if I want to part with this gorgeous bead that Rosanna gave me. I don't know. Put that on there like this and like this. It certainly goes well with the patterns, paper patterns of the book. Oh, Rosanna, what do you think? Will you make me another? All right. Then I'm going to go back up through the center. And I'm going to pull pretty tight. So, I started on the exterior of the book, and I went down through the center. I went down to the bottom of the book, and I came up. I picked up the bead, but of course you don't have to. Then you're going to come forward and back down into the center of the book at the top, and then back up through the hole. Okay? I'm going to cut my string here, and I'm going to make sure that I have strings on, see this center piece right here? All right. We're going to put strings on the left-hand side of that, and the right-hand side. Here again, go ahead and pull kind of tight. If you're working with scrapbooking paper, it can take it. All right. And then I'm going to square knot that. Keep that in place. Double knot it, square knot it, whatever you need to do to secure that in place. All right, let's see what we have done, huh? Take those clips off. Oh, Rosanna, look at your bead on there. I love it when you guys send me presents. Alright, this is just a simple way to make a pamphlet book. Beautiful. Out of scrapbooking paper. If this were mine and it were out of different paper, I would grunge up every single edge. But I'm going to call this little experiment complete. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have made it to the end of the video and you are the first one to comment on this video, I will send you this book. So go create, go play, go have fun. Leave your comment. I hope you're in a hurry to leave a comment because I'll send this book to you. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you next time.